sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most. Play action, it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is James Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late. But these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Vincent Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! That's caught. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. To the air again, Tannehill. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019, saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town and accepts the pass from him there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Lawrence will throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Vincent Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 15 now. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
And maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It's taken to the 26, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
7 yards the pickup there. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Robinson. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give right side. Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Arnold. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Throwing again is Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. Powers past him at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Robinson a first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Again, it's Lawrence. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And Lambo will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Devon Hamilton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Well, Julio Jones, not really the first guy you think of when you're talking about yards after the catch, but he's still got plenty of guile with a ball in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken way up at the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.